So much to say, he doesn't even know where to start. First of all, I know some of the uploads have been a little bit rough, but I just got so much backloaded that I'm trying to piece together and stuff. Like, I got to put some out that aren't perfectly edited because I can't just spend hours and hours and hours recutting it. It's like, well, that one, like, yeah, it still wasn't what I wanted, but fifth time's the charm. Like, we just got to roll with that. Like, we got to get back to research. I can't just be sitting all day listening to myself talk about shit I already know. So, sometimes it's not as, wall to wall is engaging as usual. I definitely apologize for that, but the content inside of the blue chip stuff is the best I've done. There's nothing stopping this blue chips thing. I know I say that about every single one, but we're talking about calling a national championship for Indiana in two sports. They've never even won a fucking football championship, and basketball's been dry for 40 years, dude. This ain't no joke. This one, and we're talking they're stealing it in both sports. Yeah, this one's got coach's interest big time. So, as far as we're just gonna hit the NFL real quick, I told you the Colts are making the playoffs. I actually haven't believed that for a good minute. It's so much easier for our Browns to get in there if the Colts just somehow fuck around and the Texans do whatever and we just knock out the Texans. I said I liked either or the whole time. I'm officially going Texans. The Colts player I saw was like tweeting out that he wanted to like steal some terrible towels. We know how that works out. So we're just going to assume he actually did that and they are cursed because that makes life easier for us. We don't need to know much else about the NFL. Coach has pretty much covered that. Just know he's feeling pretty damn good about his Brownies. That's why he's shifting so full speed into Indiana stuff right now. Like, I'm not bailing on my Brownies because like, oh, they're 2-8 and I think they're done. I'm telling you, I finally feel as good on them as I do with the Lions. Just about. I mean, I guess yeah, just as good because neither one of them's got the quarterback I wanted. So they're both doing what they need. I just want to see that other guy's face, and Bailey's due up next. So I feel real good about it. As far as, of course, Indiana's a basketball town, right? They've never won a football championship. They are right there to do it right now. And my dad's been trying to get me on this team all year. My only regret that I haven't put this pick in is that I didn't put it in sooner. Like that's it. Like, so only regret with this pick. Like, I don't have all the evidence I want. It's like not nearly as strong as a lot of the others, but it's better than the Lakers versus Cavs pick. Like, that just looks good because it's turning out so good early on with the Cavaliers being like scorching hot and losing the Celtics. But like, if we're just talking like we didn't get that already, like just based off logic, like all I got for the Lakers is like, why is Bronny there? They want to do that first father son thing, and LeBron to be the perfect villain to beat Cleveland, and LA's already won this year. The Dodgers are clearly good. LA's clearly good because of the Dodgers, right? So that's my thinking there. Plus also the Cavs and the Guardians made it in the same year in 2016. So I definitely feel good about that one, but like this football one, it just makes too much sense, man. Like, just look at what they've done. All right. So like, we're obviously this is the flu, right? But what sense? So immediately after the flu, come in with the number 12 ranking, immediately shit the bed on some cursed stuff to an unranked team, right? Lose the ranking right out the gate, then get blown out again by a bottom 25 team. Finally, get a little bit of respect back with Idaho. Immediate 2 touchdown loss to number 4 Cincinnati. Squeak out a win over Western Kentucky. Shut out to unranked Penn State. Beat by number 9 Michigan State. Number 6 Ohio State just blows the door off of them. Keep that in mind. This is a team we're talking about. We've got Indiana beaten right here. They're giving like a 2 touchdown spread because of how bad they've been getting beat in the past. 54-7. Jeez. Right? That's what we're saying. We're taking this 30-1 team. This odds are over 30-1 right now. Right? I wish I would take even sooner so I knew like what they really were before they had like a top 5 ranking. But I'm glad they're still somehow getting slept on even at number 5. So Maryland, lose to unranked Maryland. Maryland's always kind of trash. Number 3 Michigan stomps them. Unranked Rutgers beats them even worse. Unranked Minnesota. Unranked Purdue just flooring them with a 40 burger. Barely squeaking out a win over Illinois. Beating Idaho again. Beating Western Kentucky again. In overtime by 3. Right? Cincinnati puts a 40 burger up again. Nebraska 2 touchdown win again. Lose to number 3 Michigan. 5-point loss to Maryland. I'm not skipping in between any games. These are all in a row. lose to 7 points to Rutgers. Number 7, Penn State puts a 40 burger on you. Number 4, Ohio State almost scores 60. You beat Michigan State in overtime, right? Like finally break it with an overtime win over an unranked team. Go right back to a 2-touchdown loss to Purdue. Blown out by number 10 Ohio State. Throw a 40 burger on Indiana State, but like who even knew that was a school, right? Like is okay. There's another school in Indiana more cursed than you. Like that's impressive. Okay, so lose to number 19 Louisville, squeak out an overtime win by 2 points. Was it a fucking safety over Akron, right? So I guess no, probably went for 2 and got it, and the other team didn't get it. I get it. All right, so let Maryland get a 40 burger on you. Number 1 Michigan puts up 50. You only score 1 touchdown. Rutgers beats you by 17. Number 13 Penn State beats you by 9. Beat Wisconsin by a touchdown, but they're unranked. Lose to unranked Illinois in overtime. Heartbreaker, 48-45. Lose to Michigan by 3. Lose to Purdue by 4. Now, you're somehow, so it's like the next season, right? So this is now. So that was what was going on into this season. Everything I just said. So cap it off, come into the season with 3 in a row losing to Illinois, Michigan State, and Purdue. Right? Some pitiful fucking season. They only scraped out like a couple wins the whole year. Let's count them up. Just real quick, we'll do the wins. We don't have to do the whole record. Right? So that's right there. They got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they had 3 wins last season. And they ended on a 3-game losing streak, right? So they lost more games they lost as many games the last 3 weeks of the season as they won all last season, right? That's the team going into this year. Then somehow they wake up at number 5. Like, they must have had some recruiting fucking bonanza if they wake up at number 5 coming off a 3-win season. How the fuck does that happen, right? Or maybe that they're just saying that because they're number 5 right now or whatever. Yeah, maybe I'm misreading that. Okay, so let's assume we don't know what they're ranked to begin the season. Maybe they're unranked. So blowing out some shitty teams, but 77-3. I don't care if it's Western Illinois or not, right? That's a proper blowout. Crushing UCLA. Like UCLA is a team in one of these movies, right? Like Perfect in 76. Perfect in 76. Dad tells his kid, he's like, you can go to UCLA, win one and be one of many, or you can go to Indiana, win one and be one of few. You're going to Indiana. Like that was it, right? So they've got beef with UCLA. Blow out Charlotte, blow out Maryland, blow out Northwestern, blow out Nebraska, blow out Washington, blow out Michigan State. Only beat Michigan by 5. That's the defending national champs, right? Heading into this game. Like, I know that doesn't seem that impressive, but I'm just telling you, what business does our cursed Ohio State team have doing shit right now? We know what's up with Ohio right now. Why the hell would they be able to handle Indiana? I'm not saying that's a guaranteed win, but all I'm saying is Indiana has every reason to do it and then just cap it off with an easy one at Purdue and like wake up with a good seed heading into the tournament for the national championship. So like their odds aren't even that crazy, right? You know what I mean? We're probably only getting 30-1 because I got that Ohio State game right there. So I'm saying that's where I'm at with that. Now I got way better stuff. We spent way too much time on that. Y'all just wait here. Check this shit. Where are we gonna start? Let's go right to the meat of it. Blue chips in real life. Blue chips comes to life 30 years later at Frankfurt's Case Arena. We're not even close to done. Wait till you hear this shit. So it was kind of hard to figure out exactly what they're doing. But tell me this isn't some coding right here that coach didn't tell you this was coming, right? You'll remember exactly how. So you remember the Taylor Swift message from the Guardians hot dogs messages. Remember I even said it all weird so it's stick in your brain, right? The Guardians hot dogs. We knew hot dogs was like a Pizzagate thing, right? Like I promise you, coach called that right away. Like hot dogs, that's some sort of code. Tell me this ain't code. Look, so the team that fucking played is the Frankfurt Hot Dogs. Huh? All the teams in the world that could have fucking played. It's the Frankfurt Hot Dogs. After the Guardians hot dogs spent a year sending a message to Taylor Swift on the Guardians. And Travis Kelce's from Cleveland. Right? So you get that. They had a little bit. There's like another article in here to click on. Hold on. There we go. We celebrate 30th anniversary. So let's see here. Okay. Bob Knight refused to lose to a Hollywood team. Only part that was scripted. Novelty was going to get kicked out of the game. Actor shouted Indiana coach. Let's see. So that's not all that exciting. But you got good stuff coming. Just wait. I mean, not this isn't good enough. Like they're rerunning Blue Chips in real life right now. Like, and I told you they were going to. That doesn't pique your interest. Let's see. Oh, dude, Shaq's doing. Dude, look, 76-year-old dude's doing something with it. What are the odds, right? The Indiana Hoosiers were perfect in 1976. I know I don't do a good enough job of repeating a lot of that stuff. I expect you to remember so many things, but I appreciate y'all. You get it. Okay. Nat on a banana. So me and my friend talked about this today, and he said he hasn't eaten a banana since I brought it up. But I'm telling you, I would really like some help with like a cult and bananas, because I have way too many weird experiences in my life to trust anything to do with a fucking banana. First of all, just people slipping on banana peels, right? Or like Mario Kart, like with the bananas. Trevor Moore has a sketch where he gets, stoned off a banana, right? So Bananadine or some stupid stuff. There's a billion more reasons. One in my life was incredibly weird. I'm actually going to tell this story just because it would piss everybody off and fuck them all. So there was a kid in my class in high school who dressed up as a banana and ran onto the field during like halftime of a football game. He did it like a bunch of times, right? And when he did it the last time, there was like a big outrage about it. Like, I think they did stories in the papers even, but this is the part that I thought you guys would find interesting. Charlie Batch, the Steelers quarterback, came to my high school and like shamed us all for being racist because of it. So that's when I started thinking everything was fake. I was like, no way, this motherfucker doesn't have anything better to do than come to a bunch of fucking, you know, 15-year-old kids and tell us we're racist because one kid dressed up as a fucking banana. Like, what are we talking about here? So that's when I knew something was up. They always throw like the banana peels on the field and the events and stuff too. I'm just telling you, coach is dead right on that one. I don't fuck with nobody that fucking stands bananas, right? So I mean, you can say you like bananas or something, but like if you got like a business that's bananas or something, no. So just thought I'd give you that one. Let the crazy coach come out a little bit while he's giving you the best scoop. Make you sit through it. So they brought Blue Chips back, but coach got better stuff. Surprisingly, right? I guess not technically, but I mean, kind of. So we're talking about Ed O'Neill here. Of course, Married with Children fame, but also the reporter that busts him in the movie. What do you know? We got 64 coding on the birthday. Dude is 78 years old, and we got until April for him to drop dead. Guess what? Last Hoosier championship was 87, baby. And he's from fucking Ohio. Years active, 1967. I hope this isn't your favorite actor, guys. He's going down and he's going to hell. He's going to be burning in hell by April 11th. I promise you that. Most likely before the March Madness tournament. This will be like, oh, so sad. Yeah, he's big dead. So take one last look. That's it for him. I didn't really read too much about him, but look, Married with Children started in '87. He's getting 87, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it's 86 for everybody else. But we're talking Hoosiers here, so it's 87 time, baby. And with your 76 perfect season bullshit, we got one more too. Old Mary McDowell. She doing any better? I wouldn't be too optimistic if I was her with that 1952, because we're only a month and a half away from a flip year, and she's 72. So I mean, like, she doesn't have any sort of like, thing with the age, but the birth year is just right. I got a feeling anytime between January and next January, we're going to see the end of this one too. MM name too. Coach on the lookout for MM names. Maleficent Magic, whatever the hell it stands for. There's something in the Da Vinci Code too. That the book's like an MM thing. It's like the way to torture Christians or something. So we know it's something. But, yep, that's what I got for you. Coach killed it again.